Howdy folks, welcome back to IF Woodbridge. 62 missions flown, 516 enemy fighters destroyed, 57 crew members rescued, and 55 crew members lost. Just a brief reminder, this is Wannabe YT, and I'm Barky. So, Wing Commander Biggins, what have you got for us today? Well, we've got a nice warm-up of only a medium risk mission, or we could bomb a tank factory, bomb a flag tower, or destroy an airfield. I'm going for the quick warm-up. Well, I'm not rusty at the time of recording. I think this piece of footage may or may not have been recorded last year. Oh dear. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. Raise the landing gear. Onwards to more chaos. I'm gonna set it for medium altitude. Supplies must be dropped from low altitude. Yep. Thank you, Wing Commander Biggins. Good reminder. But we've done this plenty of times before. Then again, let's not get too cocky. We did forget that one time to drop a Grand Slam bomb from high altitude and while flying level, even though he specifically reminded us at the start of the mission. Oh dear. There's London. Looks vaguely like London, maybe? Look, is it a town? Does it have a river that looks vaguely like the Thames? Well then, the developers have probably succeeded then. We reached medium altitude. New bearing, thank you Hughes. Asking Gowland to radio for recon because he's got nothing better to do. And time to find that fighter. We might actually have to go back down to low altitude. New intel received. There is no intel. Okay, well. Oh, new heading. We might go through the cloud. Oh, Hugh is not going to like that. Also going to get trimming down to the lower turret. Wing Commander Biggins is reminding us to drop the supplies from low altitude. It seems he too remembers the Grand Slam bomb fiasco. British engineering just doing its thing. This time it's the hydraulic system. We can get by without it, and Gowland is definitely... Hang on, no, we can't get by without it. Okay, I'm getting Kelly on it. The hydraulic system, that's the thing that powers the turrets, doesn't it? And we're under attack. Oh, and it's also the thing that powers the Bombay doors. Okay, yeah, Kenny, please deal with that as quickly as possible, will you? We really don't want that to break. Okay, phew. That's that crisis averted. Time to deal with that, oh, just got out of range. Time to deal with that poor Spitfire pilot that crashed into the water. Don't see any more enemies. Gonna set the fuel mixture to lean. There he is. Hang on in, old boy. Here we come. Gonna use auto tag. Open the Bombay doors. Alright, Robertson. Don't miss this. We've only got one shot, but we've done it plenty of times before. It isn't that hard. There we go. Jolly good show. Right. Close the Bombay doors. And time to head home for tea and crumpets. That was very straightforward. Maybe I should up the ante for the next one then. The plane is looking beautiful in the sunset. The thing didn't even take a scratch. And the crew's not doing too bad either. Robertson took a bit of a hit, and Hughes took a very minor scratch. Maybe he cut himself. And oh, hang on, no, Sutherland's not okay. He's fine, but he did take a bit of a beating. Maybe a bullet to the face. He'll walk it off. Where's that airfield? Back over London again. And there's IF Woodbridge. What's the fuel situation like? Oh, we're fine. And, hang on. Touchdown. Right then. That's that mission accomplished. Pretty straightforward, pretty relaxed actually. It's kind of nice that things are going smoothly. I mean, sure, it's not as entertaining to watch or just generally funny as when things go wrong, but I don't know, it's good news for the crew, who's been surviving for a while now. It's actually also good news for Wing Commander Biggins, who's probably sick of watching literally everyone die repeatedly. But that's just how things tend to turn out in Bomber Crew. Anyway, what next? We do have a bunch of pretty high-risk missions. I'm not really in the mood to obliterate my entire crew again, so I think I'll just go for another medium-risk mission. This time, we're going for an ammo dump in Bruges. I have the feeling I've done this one a few times before, but you know, things can always become interesting. Raise the landing gear. And remember, peace was not an option. Probably. There goes IF Woodbridge. It's night time, so it could go to high altitude. Hang on. We're getting reports that an enemy ace pilot, Sonja Schnellman, is active in the area. Is that good or is that bad news? So usually when there's an ace pilot, a fight with an ace pilot, it goes in one of three ways. Either they obliterate you, or you fight for ages and they get away, or you instantly obliterate them. And it's really hard to tell which way it'll go. We appear to have more pressing matters on our hands though. Those look like enemy fighters, or, well, enemy interceptors. Right. Let's try and take a route around and see if they'll see us. Because we could just avoid them if we're lucky. And we might be getting away with this. Huh. Well, not anymore. I just set my new directional marker to be essentially exactly above them. Well, not quite. Still haven't seen us though. We might still get away with this actually. Nice. No, they saw us now. Right, okay. Especially now that we're opening fire at them. But we're at high altitude, which means they're probably going to struggle to reach our height. Meanwhile, I've got to get Robertson to deal with the factory. Sutherland's beginning a bombing run, opening the bomb bay doors. Where is it? It's hard to see through the cloud. I'm sure we still have time. Unless we missed it. Oh wait, no, there it is. Right. Approximately behind that cloud. And then just drop them all. Carpet bombing is our strategy. And we got it. Right. Okay. Now I can head back. Notice how none of the fighters can actually reach our altitude. Our electronics just failed. Never mind that. Notice how none of the fighters seem to be able to reach our altitude. I'll tell you more about it, but first I'm just going to pause because gotta do something. Be right back. Right. So yeah, they teach you this trick at the start of the game, that you can go to high altitude to escape your enemies, but unfortunately, well, that is not a good strategy, and that's usually why people forget it pretty quickly. Because, well, your crew cannot withstand high altitude. They don't have the oxygen supply or the heating equipment. They just can't survive up there. But now it's a very good strategy. Because we're on our own up here. Well, not quite. There's Sonia Schnellman. Also called the Spitfire support, so they should help us here. Don't I have auto tag? Where are they all gone? There they are. God, it's been ages since I've marked them manually. I'm using auto tag. Spitfire's shot down one fighter. Hydraulics are breaking down. Gotta get Kelly to deal with it. Kelly is starting to suffocate by the looks of it. Oh yes. He's away from a station for ages, and the hydraulics broke, which is not good news. It's like the tortoise and the hare, except this hare has machine guns. Interesting line, Sonia. Kelly is choking, so I'm sending him back on his station so that he can resupply on oxygen. The starboard inner engine is on fire, so I'm just going to use one of the fire extinguishers to put it out. I still need to deal with that hydraulics problem, which is pretty serious. And Sonia Schnellman is turning back. Not bad at all, but I'll return before you know it. You won this round, but the fight is not over until Die Grosse Frau sings. And I probably butchered the pronunciation properly. Spitfires are also returning to base. But we're still alive, and that's IF Woodbridge. So, I mean, it's the end of our mission too. Don't think we'll need much help. Unless we have horrendous fuel problems. Although being told the duration of this mission, I'm kind of doubting it. Emergency dive to low altitude. Kelly's gonna love that one. Here we come. Turning round, and prepare for... I forgot the landing gear. Okay, right. Gonna send Kelly back to his spot. And Sutherland, lower the landing gear please, and set the fuel mixture to lean. Oh no, just PTSD kicking in. God, I keep referencing this one episode, and it's from like 2020. People who haven't watched that episode must be so confused. Anyway, Never mind that. We've made it! Back home, just in time for breakfast. Tea and crumpets, probably. Hopefully some medals, although I find it unlikely. We haven't done anything particularly impressive this episode, except survive an ace attack. Sonia Schnellman escaped. The mission was a success though, and G. George has returned. Oh, and all the crew is alive as well, of course, yeah. Well, on that note, it's time to end. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm Barky, and I'll catch you next time.